Both running mates. First, I asked Vice President Joe Biden about Romney's claim that the U.S. should do more to stop Iran's nuclear ambitions.
Iran's more isolated today than it was when we took office. Iran had significant influence not only in the Shia world but in the Sunni world. It had cowed their neighbors. The world was split on Iran. We were viewed as somehow by the rest of the world as being too unilateral. Today it is isolated. But the only thing that I heard, maybe I missed something, Governor Romney say tonight was that he would have done it sooner. When in fact, before he was, well, I don't know what he was saying before.
Well, Governor Romney in the past has been very tough of your administration's handling of the security situation in Benghazi, Libya, and the protection of our diplomats there. Tonight, he took a pass on that particular issue. But I do have to ask you about a piece that was in the Wall Street Journal this morning. They reported that the president was told in his presidential daily briefing for more than a week after that siege that the assault grew out of a spontaneous protest and that the CIA did not change that assessment until September 22nd. I read that story and I thought, how is it that the contents of the president's daily brief is now in the pages of the Wall Street Journal to help explain your administration's point of view? How could that happen?
I don't know how that happened, except that I know that the head of the Director of Central Intelligence said everything that the president said, that I said, that Susan Rice said, that was stated, was exactly what the talking points the Intelligence Committee was giving us and briefing us on.
Let's now talk about the state of this campaign. We're just 2 weeks out from Election Day. The tone has changed a bit. You guys are now using terms like Romnesia and sketchy to talk about Romney and Ryan. What happened to hope and change?
Well, there's a great deal of hope and change. You're also talking about the fact that 41 states, the unemployment rate has gone down. The housing market is. The thing is that the attacks being made by our friends seem to change every day. I mean, they've changed their position. They've gone from rattling the saber to, being doves carrying, peace. I don't know what they stand for.
Well, Romney and Ryan say these are petty attacks and they're silly word games. Are they an indication that you're worried because the polls have closed? We have a new poll out from CBS News in Ohio that shows the president and your lead's been reduced from 10 points to 5 points. Are you worried you may lose?
The election is going to tighten up. No matter who their positions, these are things that they've been running on. This has been the staple of the this Republican Party. Massive cuts in domestic spending, significant increases in tax cuts for the wealthy.